Hi guys, there's like a lot of outside noise and hopefully the audio is good and you can hear me well because I don't have my little mini mics, but it's because I don't know, they just sound a little weird. The audio's not my fave, so you're just gonna have to deal with this for a while. It's 11 p.m. Had a long day. But I felt the need to record today and I deleted 2 videos. So like I recorded twice, both of them being like 15 to 20 minutes long, and I deleted them. So third time's a charm, and yeah. Today I went, I'm drawing. So if you see me keep looking down and like moving around, I'm drawing. Today I went roller skating with my friends and we had such a lit time. And there was music playing. It was super nice and fun and all that jazz. I was having fun. I have to yawn really bad. Whoa. Yeah, roller skating, super fun. And there's music playing and I was just jamming out to the music, and at some point I was like, ooh, I love this song so much, da da da. And you know, it was great. But at one point I realized that like I was dancing to the music and I became aware of that because I felt somebody looking at me, and I turned and there was like 3-ish people like in a group looking at me, and I was like, oh, all right. But what I noticed is that I didn't get insecure. I didn't stop dancing and shimmying. I continued going about my merry way and having my fun, because being your authentic self is what matters. Being who you are and doing what you please is what matters. So that's what you're here for, to do what you want. Be who you are. It's just doing stuff like that is very healing to my inner child. Doing things on a whim, all that stuff. It's like wonderfully healing to my inner child, because I'm like, I don't know, my inner child deserves it. She's like not always been the most catered to being on earth, you know? She deserves that type of love and care and catering. So I've been giving it to her. That was one way of me catering to my inner child. Because like, yes, people were looking at me, but people will always judge you for everything. Like literally any and everything. People will judge you for if you speak, if you don't speak, if you eat, if you don't eat, what you don't eat. They will judge you for the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you do your hair, the way you dress, the way you look, the way you breathe. People will judge you for any and everything, no matter what. No matter what. You will never be the perfect person. You will never be somebody who nobody in the entire world criticizes you. There are people who are so beautiful to like so many people, and they still have people who just judge them and criticize them and hate them and all this stuff. You're never going to be a person who's loved and adored by all. It's not how that works. That's why so many people who are loved and adored by all are people who have done bad things. People who have these people who love and adore them out of fear, because there's not a single person ever who has been loved and adored by all without somebody hating them. Even like the Christian God, he's like, or I guess they are like, I'll say he, respect the religion, the religious peoples. He's like this almighty person who's like loved and like accepted and adored by all these people, his creations. We can get into that a whole different day. It's not happening today, but he's loved and adored by all these people, yet he still has his haters. He still has people who don't like him. It goes for literally everybody. You're never gonna be that person who's like not judged. That being said, the only thing that matters is if you judge yourself. Don't be sitting there sulking in your room being like, oh, I don't look like this person. Oh my gosh, my hair is this kind of way. I wish I didn't have acne. I wish my lips were bigger. I wish my lips were smaller. I wish my hips were bigger. I wish my hips were smaller. I wish I had a slim waist. I wish I had a bigger waist. Girl, boy, there. Hush up. Don't be judging yourself like that. You only get one body. For you to spend your entire life judging yourself and criticizing it, insane. You're beautiful, inside and out. I gotta tell myself that every single day. Just, even if I don't need the reminder, I might need it in a couple hours. So I tell myself beforehand, hey, you're beautiful. You deserve everything, okay? And that's about it. People are gonna judge you no matter what. Like, it's just gonna happen. Everybody judges everybody. I know people judge me all the time. I be doing insane stuff for gigs and shickles. Like, that's who I am. And I don't know, being unapologetically me is something that's been so healing to my inner child, because it's not something that she could have done without the fear of criticism. She was so anxious all the time. So anxious. I picked up the habit of biting my nails at a very young age out of anxiety. Not because it was just like a habit that I picked up. It was because I was anxious all the time. All the time. All the time. Which is probably very, very, very bad for my heart and my brain, thinking about it now. Because I realized that your frontal lobe develops at 25. That thing is for the fully mentally stable people. And it's an average. It's not it's an average guesstimate. So my frontal lobe may take about 20 years from now to develop because of all the anxiety and depression and possible neurodivergencies and all that jazz and traumas and yeah. Anyway, back on topic. I don't know. When I was a little girl, I never really got to be unapologetically me without feeling judgment, and the judgment made me feel very, very small. Even in spaces that were supposed to be very, or had the intentions of being very, very safe and comforting and all this stuff, it didn't feel as such. I didn't feel like I was being comforted and coaxed and just I could be unapologetically me. And now I'm creating those spaces for myself, because I'm not gonna wait for somebody to give it to me. I'm gonna make it myself. Wherever, I'm going to be unapologetically me. If I want to wear my hair this way, if I want to wrap my hair this way, if I want to wear this outfit, I'm going to wear this outfit. I'm going to wrap my hair that way. I'm going to do my hair that way. I'm going to do my makeup this way. I'm going to wear whatever earrings I want. I'm going to dress this way. I'm going to do my nails this way. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to laugh how I want. I'm going to speak how I want. I'm going to be who I am unapologetically, because that is who I am. Obviously, that doesn't mean I'm perfect. That doesn't mean I have things I don't need to fix about myself. There are some things I do need to fix, like apologizing all the time. I apologize a lot because it's a habit that I picked up when I was very young. I do it all the time. I'll just be like, oh, sorry, to nothing. I apologize to inanimate objects sometimes. That's a habit I need to fix. And I acknowledge that and realize that, and I'm going to fix it. Fixing it right now. There are things that I need to fix. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I am saying that I deserve space to be myself. I deserve to be myself. I deserve to have space to act as I wish to act. Healing my inner child, step by step, one day at a time. She deserves that space. She deserves to be her weird self. I have always been a weird person. I have never not been a weird person. Everybody has seen me as weird and obscure growing up, and I will continue to be that way because I am weird and obscure. That's who I am. I've never really conforming to sorry. I have an eyelash in my eye. It's like bugging me. Okay. Anyway, I've never really liked conforming. I've never really liked being somebody else. I remember my like ex-best friend, she wanted to match shoes with me really, really bad. So I bought these shoes that I didn't like. They were Air Forces. I'm not a fan of Air Forces. I mean, like, I am. I can wear them, but I wasn't a fan of Air Forces when this happened. She wanted to match shoes with me. She wanted to match sneakers. So we both bought these sneakers. I was under the impression that I was gonna have these cute little white ones, but she made me get these other ones, and I didn't want the other ones. She was like, you can't have these because you'll be like me, but I also want to match shoes with you. You can't have these because you're gonna be wearing the same shoes as my, I think it was her crush at the time, I don't know. Point is, she made me get these shoes to conform with everybody else. She was like, you should get these because then you'll like have the same shoes as like all these people, and you'll be matching with me, just a different color. And I was like, cool, whatever. I didn't want those freaking shoes. I was never really a sneaker person though. Like, I'd wear whatever I wanted on my feet, as long as it wasn't like something that was like, I don't really like that color design or color, you know, color scheme, or just the color in general. Unless it was something that I just generally disliked. Like, I didn't really care what was on my feet, as long as it was comfortable. That's who I was. And everybody else was kind of like, oh, you need the newest Jordans. Oh, you need Air Force Ones. You need da-da-da-da. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like them. I did not like the shoes, and I didn't wear them often. And everybody was getting on me for creasing them. I'm sorry, you're not supposed to wear your shoes and walk in them. I don't know. It was just not, I felt very like boxed in and labeled, and I really didn't like it. And it's not who I am. And I knew I didn't like it. And once I realized like, hey, I don't like this. Hey, I feel boxed in and labeled, I stopped, because I have never liked being boxed in and labeled. Like, yes, I've always been like, oh, I'm a girly girl, da da da, but that's because that's all I knew. I still love dressing like very, very feminine. Don't get me wrong. I am in fact a girly girl, but I will wear my masculine clothing sometimes. It just can't be something that's gonna give me gender dysphoria, which is very weird. I'm a cis woman. Well, a cis person. I'm a cis person. I guess. I go by they, she, so I don't really know what that would make me. Again, I don't do the label stuff. But if it doesn't give me gender dysphoria, which is weird, because it was weird to me to like process, because I am cis. I still identify as something feminine, and I was born with a vagina. So, but anyway, I don't like feeling masculine, and it's really weird. It gives me gender dysphoria, but I really dislike feeling masculine. But I will wear masculine clothing and like sit in masculine ways and do masculine things, but I don't like feeling masculine. Like, I'll wear like big hoop earrings and do my face up and wear like a feminine hairstyle while wearing like the most 10-year-old boy outfit you've ever seen, or just like a really like boyish outfit. I'll dress really masculine, like have my face done up, you know, because I can't stand feeling masculine. But I also don't like being so boxed in that like it's either feminine or masculine, you know, like the fluidity, there's fluidity. I don't know. I've always been very weird and obscure, and maybe I'm seeming like really like, oh, I'm so quirky, but like no, I used to eat ginger for funsies when I was little. I liked wasabi. I actually have been eating sushi with chopsticks since I was like 3 years old. Maybe 4, probably 4, but around that age, like 3 to 4, I started eating with chopsticks, eating sushi with chopsticks. And like, yeah, that's not like super like obscure for people who aren't me and didn't grow up where I grew up and how I grew up. but for my culture and for where I'm from and all this stuff, it's not very like common for people to be like, oh, I know how to use chopsticks as a 5-year-old black girl. That's not very common. I'm sorry for the background noise. I know I can't control it, but like it's quite loud, so I apologize. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of inner child healing and doing things for my inner child and doing things on a whim. Like a couple days ago, I was like, I'm gonna go skateboarding this morning, and I went skateboarding. It was completely on a whim. I got out of bed. I was like, I don't want to do my laundry right now. I didn't go do my laundry. I got up and I was like, I want to go skateboarding. So I got out of bed, took a shower, went outside and skateboarded for 2.5 hours for fun. Just going around in circles and stuff and having a Danielle time. Oh, my phone's gonna die soon. Oopsies. My phone's gonna die. Anyway, talking to myself on my voice memos because I didn't want to call a friend and just yap. Also, most of my friends are busy. I didn't really mind though. I like talking to my voice memos and doing my little like audio diaries. Giggling when I fell. Just, I don't know, I was having fun. And it was just so, it was something I needed because I need fresh air and I need to have fun. I'm a girly who needs to have fun. It's what I do. It's what I do. Why is the camera not staying up? This is so disheartening. Homegirl. It won't stay up. Okay. No, I don't like that. Alright. It's towards the end of the videos, okay? I don't know. I was just doing things on a whim is good for healing my inner child because she needs it. She didn't get to do things on a whim. She cared about everything that everybody thought about her all the time, and now I do not do that. I fell, or almost fell. I didn't fall, but like I took a stumble and like got thrown off my board a couple times when I was skateboarding in front of people, and I didn't let the fact that they were watching me fall get in my head. I was like, oh, I fell, and got right back up. Embarrassment is no longer a thing for me. It's just not. Like if I fall, okay, I fell. Humans do that sometimes. You know, I get rejected. Okay, it's redirection. Embarrassment is not a thing for me. Like, okay, that happened. Why would I feel embarrassed about that, you know? And it is very normal to feel embarrassment, but it's just like, I turn that off because my inner child doesn't need that. She doesn't need to feel that because she felt it a lot. She does not need that. So, falling off my board is not something that's embarrassing. It's not something that's like, you know? I don't know. I'm just doing more to be my authentic self and be who, that's like what that, I don't know if you saw it, but like there's like a poster on my door. That's what that like poster is about, basically. It's about me still being who I was when I was 4 years old, just with a lot more experience, you know? Although in that picture, I think I was like 2 years old, maybe 1 year old, but I looked around 2 years old. And in the picture, that's not baby me. I'm about my age right now. Actually, that was a couple months ago. Yeah, I don't know. I still am that very young, naive girl who I was when I was 3 years old. But I also gained a lot of experience in life, and I learned that being young and naive can be dangerous. But no, I learned that things happen and you just gotta roll with the punches. Just stay true to yourself and like keep loving on you, because I lost sight of that when I was like probably around 12 years old. I lost sight of it. I was just not me. Like, I wasn't me, man. I lost sight of just loving myself and like staying true to myself. I gained it back. She's back. I love myself very much now. I'm very true to myself now. But Yeah, you just have to stay. I don't even know where I was going with that. You just have to stay true to like who you were when you were a very young child. Like, connect yourself back to who that was. Bring yourself back there. Even if it would, the earliest memory of you being happy, whether that be you being 2 years old or you being 15 years old, the earliest memory of you being happy, connect yourself back to that time. That's your younger self. That's your like inner child. Connect yourself back to them and remember how much they loved. That's all. Just, that's what I had to do. This is not an advice video. This is me talking to myself, bigging myself up, because sometimes I need it. I'll probably rewatch this video and be like, yes girl, yeah. I haven't rewatched a single video though. Like, any of my video diaries for the last 2 months I haven't rewatched. So, but yeah, I don't really know how to end this. I don't know what I was talking about. Just stick true to yourself, love yourself, stay authentic, stay you. That's all I could really say. Love yourself, man. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. You're gorgeous, you're fantastic. Thanks for watching this vid. If you did get all the way to the end, thank you. And I'm just like a major yapatron, so my apologies. Not really. I actually don't apologize for speaking. Never apologize for speaking, actually. But I'm gonna go now. I don't have anything to do, but I'm gonna go because I've been yapping for quite some time, and I think that this is going to be horrid for me to have to cut and clip to make my intro section of the vid. So I'm just gonna go because I don't like rewatching this, so I'm gonna take things from like the beginning and the end and figure it out. I don't like editing these videos either. I literally just like, I'll add the pre-made like intro and outro that I've made like 2 months ago in CapCut. I'll put them in there, and that's the video, and then I'll just upload it. Anyway, I gotta go. So I'll see y'all, catch y'all on the flip. Deuces. Oh, Pete the roller skating rink. Bands and my bracelet and the new nails. I don't really like them, but it's okay. Like, I love them, but I don't love them because I'm not a fan of the shape anymore. But that's okay. We're ever-changing beings. Okay, I'm gonna go. Catch y'all on the flip. Bye. Deuces.